Hello everyone, it's Bianca Kari, and you can call me Angela, and welcome to Ys Oath in Felghana, or The Oath in Felghana rather. I always forget about the. To be fair, the Japanese title is like Felghana ni Chikai or something like that. Japanese doesn't have articles like these, so hello Manager Bunny, thank you for the short imposter redeem. Now, this is an Ys game I've been really excited to stream for a while now, to replay, because I haven't replayed this game in quite a long time now. And so far it has been my favorite Ys game out of the series actually. I've only played 1, 2, F, and Origin, but I definitely think Oath in Felghana is my favorite. I will admit though that I do think Ys Origin has like a way more epic gameplay and story and stuff, and production value because it came after Felghana, but I just really like the story in Oath in Felghana, to be totally honest. So it's still my favorite. And what else? Oh yeah, so for a little background for those who don't know, Oath in Felghana is the remake of Ys 3, Wanderers from Ys. Wanderers from Ys came out initially in like 1991, I think. It came out pretty shortly after Ys 2 first released. So the original Ys 3 is really old, and Ys Oath in Felghana was the remake came from I think like the early 2000s. Looking at the copyright in the corner, it says 2005 to 2012, so it probably came out in 2005. Either way, this remake is like pretty old by now, but like it's a pretty good game. So the remake is very different from the original. I'm still giving background. So in the original Oath in Felghana, it was actually a side scroller, a 2D side scroller. But in the remake, they made it a fully 3D game, kind of like a Ys Origin actually. But what was I gonna say? But like the story, the music, actually no, I think the characters might have been a little bit different, but like the music and the gameplay and stuff are more or less completely the same. So they kept a lot of things from the original Ys 3, which is honestly quite amazing. I do know that they changed some of the character names though, and I think some of the characters in Oath in Felghana might be new. I would have to like actually play through the original Ys 3 to know for sure. Actually no, one thing I do know that they changed a lot was in the original Ys 3, it was still using the old equipment system from Ys 2, which means from Ys 1, which means you still had the power ring, the shield ring, the heal ring, and all those rings from Ys 1. Oath in Felghana does not use the ring system. It uses a completely new equipment system that is it's kind of like the one in Ys Origin, but that's just because like Ys Felghana came out before Ys Origin did, so a lot of the things that we see in Ys Origin are just improved versions of what we see in Ys Felghana. I know I'm comparing the two games a lot, but that's because these two games are like released one after the other, so it's a little hard not to compare them, especially since like they follow that like developmental timeline thing. So as I play through this game, I will definitely keep pointing out things that are similar to Ys Origin and things that are different from Ys Origin in terms of gameplay and mechanics and whatnot. Just because I think it's actually a really interesting way to like look at the way the series has developed over time. After all, eventually I do plan on playing through all of the other Ys games, so I'm not playing them in release order, but even so, being able to put these games into like a timeline, I think, will be a really interesting way to how do I say it? Just a really interesting way to kind of like get a God, how was I gonna say this? Just to get an idea of how the series has evolved and changed over the years, basically. Because, like, eventually I do want to play, like, the more modern Ys games, like, and by modern, I mean, like, the ones that they're currently releasing, like, Ys 10 and whatnot. I do eventually want to play the really, really new games, and I think, playing the series throughout the decades that they've been released would give a really good picture of just, yeah, how the game mechanics, how the story writing, etc. has changed over time. I don't know, I just think it would be interesting. I know I'm rambling a lot as like a preamble to this game, so we should definitely get into this now though. I'm not playing on Nightmare and hard. So this time I'm gonna play on easy, not because I don't feel like it, but it's for a different reason from Ys Origin, and I will explain the difference between difficulty. The difference in difficulty between Ys Origin and Ys Felghana once I actually start playing, because there is actually a pretty significant difference that will become clear later on. Opening cutscene time. Oh, also let me know if the volume in this game is good too. Hi, Dogi.
Well, Adol, here we are. This is Felghana.
Oh my god, they added voice acting? That was not in the game when I played this many years ago. Holy shit. I can't believe they added voice acting. This is so weird.
I was hoping we'd get here a little earlier in the day, but I wasn't expecting the waters to be so rough.
He's in English? That's so weird. I did not realize there was voice acting.
Still, this place does bring back memories. Hard to believe it's really been 8 years since I left.
I wonder if there's options for Japanese voices, actually. I pretty much always prefer Japanese voices. Hold on, I'm gonna check. I'm gonna exit out of the game for a second and I'm gonna check. I'm actually so curious now. Hold on. Give me a second, Dogi. You'll be back in a minute. Hold on, I actually really want to check this. Are there... Oh my god, I can't believe there's voice. That's so weird. When I played this like all the way back when there was no voice acting. Sound. Graphics. This input setting, input. No, this is only input and BGM. Voice volume. Play voices, play blah blah blah. Clear. What? That was... There's no language option in the config? Is there a language option in the... Is there a language option in the game, in-game options? Oh my god, this is blowing my mind right now. I didn't realize there was voices. BGM type. You can switch to the original PC-88 soundtrack? Oh my god, that is so... I didn't realize this was here. When I first played the remake, this was not here. Wait, there's no option for Japanese voices? That's so... Wait, why is that? Hold on. I'm opening Steam. Sorry, this is sending me down a completely unexpected rabbit hole. I did not expect to be going down here. Hello, Nerdy Derptooth. Welcome to the stream. Sorry, I'm so distracted right now because I just found out there's voice acting and I don't know if there's Japanese voices. I'm not seeing any options for Japanese voices, which is really unusual. Oh my god. There's no Japanese voice options? That's so weird. Wait, what? Hold on, I'm looking in the Steam library right now, and it says the major update for English voices came out in 2020? That's so recent. The English voice track for Ys, Oath, and Felghana, originally exclusive to the console release, has been added as part of an update to the PC version. Additionally, alternative soundtracks from the console version, PC88 and X68K, have been implemented. The configuration tool and options menu have been updated with the voice volume slider and BGM type button. Voices will be disabled if the voice volume slider is set to 0. That's so weird. But there's no Japanese voice options? There's no... That's so weird. What? You know, it only says that they added the English voices. It does not say that they add the Japanese voices, which means I guess the Japanese voice option is just not here. That's so... I guess we'll just have to deal with English Dogi and stuff then. Oh my god, I didn't expect this. Looks like this will be as new of an experience for me as it is will be for you guys. Wow, that is so weird. That's... well, so far Dogi's voice is a little weird, but... let's see how the rest of the voice acting is.
Well, Adol, here we are. This is Felghana.
Also, let me know if the volume is good.
I was hoping we'd get here a little earlier in the day, but I wasn't expecting the waters to be so rough. Still, this place does bring back memories. Hard to believe it's really been 8 years since I left. There's Margot, I always called her Mams, and old Gardner, not to mention Chester, and Elena.
Oh my god, the voice is so weird. I'm so used to East being a series where there's no voice acting. Now that there's voices, it's so weird.
I wonder how they're doing after all this time. Oh man, what the hell happened here?
You tell me, Dogi.
This monument's dedicated to the god of safe journeys. It's a relic of the old religion. From when people believed that spirits existed even in stuff that wasn't alive. I just don't get why anyone would deface it like this, though. I guess maybe the rumors really are true. What was that? It came from over there. Hey, wait up, Adol!
Oh wow, the BGM is drowning out the voices.
Damn it, left behind again.
I should probably adjust that.
No way. You gotta be kidding me.
Yeah, no, the soundtrack is completely drowning out the voices.
What the hell are monsters doing in Felghana?
Monsters? Here?
Hi, Elena.
What are they doing this close to town?
Wow, okay, the in-game volume is really... I really gotta adjust that.
Chester?
Basic tutorial. Can I open the menu? Not right now, I can't. It looks like they don't let you open the menu in the, Oh, no, I can. Options. BGM. SFX. I think that should be a little bit better. God, it's so weird that there's a voice option. Oh yeah, we have equipment. As usual for Adol, we start out with a short sword. I don't know why he always reverts back to the most basic equipment at the end of every adventure, but we have a short sword. Practical, not suitable for heavy combat, wooden shield, deflects lightweight attacks, and leather armor. Better than nothing, as the game says. Also, it looks like we do not start out with New Game Plus, which means we have to make all of our money from scratch. But that's fine. Hi. Hello. So as you can see, the combat system here is remarkably similar to the one in East Origin, with like the boost gauge, with items drops, with basic actions like swing and jump and down slash.
Excuse me.
Your voice is really weird.
Thank you very much for saving me. You're a traveler, aren't you? Are you hurt at all?
God, the English voices are so weird.
Hey!
Hi, Doggy.
Are you alright, Adol? Right when you ran off, I got attacked by monsters too. I'd like to know what the hell those things are doing in Felghana. Whoops! Excuse me. I guess they must have been after you. Are you okay, miss? You don't look like you're hurt, at least. Huh? What's wrong? Something on my face? Am I, like, covered in monster gore? We should probably get moving and head to town before we're attacked again.
Oh my god, the quality of the voice acting is so funny. It's really not that good.
I can't say I recognize your face. You've got to live in Redmont, I figure.
Dogi? I knew it.
Man, they gotta get better quality mics.
I must be dreaming. Dogi, you're actually back. What have you been doing all this time?
Hey, hold on a second now. You obviously know me, but do I know you?
How can you even say that? You, me, and my brother used to play together all the time when we were kids.
Oh man, I wonder what the nun's voice is gonna be like.
Don't you dare tell me you've forgotten.
Oh, no way! When I last saw you, you were just a skinny little tomboy.
Well, that was 8 years ago. I'm 17 now.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Elena's like... I don't know why. Adol always runs into 17-year-olds. I don't usually listen to EN dubs like ever, so it's like I have very little for comparison, to be totally honest. I'm just really used to Japanese voice acting, and the Japanese voice acting quality is pretty much always better, so...
Man, you sure are.
I'm sorry. Where are my manners? It's nice to meet you. And, again, thank you very much for your help. My name is Elena. Elena Stoddart.
Man, now that there's voice acting, Adol being a silent protagonist is gonna be even weirder. Oh, around the world, hope would always be there. I forgot that Adol has a little prologue in the cutscene. The funny thing, and I think it's kind of unfortunate, is that in the original East 3, the original version, Adol actually does have dialogue. Like, in the original East 3, Adol does talk. He even has his own character development arc, but when they remade it into Oath in Felghana, they made Adol a silent protagonist, which I actually think is kind of a shame. Because I think it would have been interesting if Adol had dialogue and we got to hear about his thoughts and see his own personal development. So him becoming a silent protagonist is actually kind of in my opinion, it's kind of a downgrade from the original East 3. The opening cutscene is literally just a preview of all the places you'll be going to. Hi. Oh god, the clock tower. Can't wait to be there. Oh yeah, this is like the first of many games we'll see where we actually see Adol and Dogi traveling together. The one guy he met in Esteria ends up becoming his best pal for life. God, I love the chunky little sprites.
Elena, where have you been?
Hi, Gardner.
You had me worried sick, staying out so late.
I'm sorry, Mr. Gardner. I didn't mean to cause any trouble. I just...
It's okay, Elena. As long as you're all right, we'll pretend this never happened.
Gardner has such a sharply defined chin.
So, who are your two friends?
Adol never picks up a girl. He really is married with Dogi.
I don't believe I recognize either one of them.
Look a little closer. You'll get it in a second.
Huh?
Hey there, Gardner! Still standing at the gate like always, I see.
Wait!
What a thing to say.
Dogi! Is that really you?
Yeah, I guess I've been a little out of touch. Sorry.
My favorite little troublemaker has come home! Where have you been all this time? And what have you been up to?
Well, you know, wandering, killing monsters, saving the world. The usual.
I love how he actually does mean that. Like, he does in fact do all those things.
Anyway, I brought a pal of mine along. Go on, Adol, introduce yourself.
Adol introduced himself to Gardner.
Oh my god, they added a narrator to narrate the things Adol says. Oh my god, a narrator. I didn't expect
An
that.
adventurer, eh? Well, that's certainly a rarity. But from the looks of that sword on your belt, I can tell you're no amateur.
No, he's quite remarkable. I was attacked by monsters just now, and he came right to my rescue.
Is that a fact? Well then, you have my thanks, good sir. I'm sorry I wasn't there to help. That's the problem with gate duty. You miss all the real trouble out in the field.
Does raise a point worth discussing, though. Why are there monsters here in the first place? We'd heard rumors that Felghana's fallen on hard times, but I had no idea it'd gotten so bad.
Yeah, things certainly aren't looking up these days. It's been pretty bad for around a year now. We're rarely visited by anyone anymore as a result. No travelers, no merchants.
Man, that sucks.
Well, it's getting late. You can tell me all about where you've been and what you've done come morning.
Yeah, no, his name is Gardner. I always thought that was a funny name.
For now, you should head on in and get some sleep. I bet you're exhausted after what you've been through.
He's literally born to be a gate guard. God, I will say that one thing I think the remake really did well over the original is that the town of Redmont actually looks really good. It's hard to make a really good looking town in a 2D side scroller, so.
This place sure hasn't changed much either.
But in this 3D environment, the town looks really fantastic.
I used to live and work at this inn when I was a kid. I owe Mams a lot for looking after me back then. Hey, Elena, go get Chester, would you? I haven't seen him in so long, and we can't have a reunion party if everyone's not here.
I'm sorry. He's not in town right now.
What? Oh, no way!
Okay, the voices are starting to grow on me. They're actually quite expressive.
Oh well, what can you do? He's probably pretty busy.
I'm afraid I'll be taking my leave for the night as well. My long absence likely had a few people worried, so I really should let them know I'm okay.
Yeah, go ahead. We'll be fine here for the night. We're probably gonna hang out a little before we go to bed. By the way, are you and Chester still living with the mayor?
Oh no, he and I have a house on the edge of town now. It's just...
Something wrong?
Oh, it's nothing, really. I guess I'll be off then. It was nice to meet you, Adol, and good to see you again, Dogi. I know you two must be tired from your journey. Please, take it easy and get some rest, okay?
she's acting kind of strange. Probably just been a rough day for her. Man, though, she sure has filled out nicely. And she's got that whole childhood friend thing going for her, too. Who am I kidding, though? She's gonna fall for you, not for me. That's always how it goes. Let's just get inside.
Dogi knows he's the sidekick. God, I forgot these fucking lines.
Dogi?
Hi, Margot.
I can't believe it! It's really you! My little nightmares come home!
Yeah, no, Dogi is really genre aware.
And look at those muscles! You've grown so big! Last time I saw you, you were just a pudgy little brat.
Margot has the best voice so far.
Yeah, it's me. I'm back. You're looking well.
You know, I haven't heard a peep out of you since you left.
Oh my god, I'm losing over Margot's voice right now. She's my favorite voice so far.
Would it be so much to ask for some kind of contact? A letter at least if you couldn't visit.
Oh, I'm sorry, ma'ams.
Well, I always figured you'd do well for yourself. It certainly is nice to see you back safely, though. And you're a friend of Dogi's, then?
Oh my god, it's...
Adol gave his name and explained that he had been traveling with Dogi for quite some time.
Oh my god, Margot's voice is so over the top. It's so good.
I see. Well, thank you for looking after our little wayward wanderer. Unfortunately, you've arrived at a pretty bad time. Lots of unpleasant business going on lately. But still, happy events like these are rare, so I intend to enjoy this while I can.
Ma'ams.
You two boys must be hungry. Let me fix you up a nice big meal. And you'd better clean your plates if you know what's good for you.
God. Hi, Chester.
So then, how is the investigation coming along?
You have nothing to worry about, my lord. We've already confirmed their locations. The Tigray Quarry, the Ilburn's Ruins, and the Sacred Mountains of Eldern. All that now remains is to organize the men and begin our search in earnest.
Excellent, excellent. Once I possess what I seek, my might and majesty will be known far and wide.
Hello, obvious villain.
Indeed. Perhaps my homeland could lay claim to all of Europa.
The voice acting says Europa, but the text says Europe. That's kind of a funny localization thing.
Either way, this certainly should be an enjoyable undertaking. Wouldn't you agree?
In your hands, my lord. I'm certain that dream will become a reality.
Indeed it will. Indeed it will. I leave the search in your hands. Make certain it continues without interruption. I expect good news forthwith.
You do me great honor. I pledge you my success, Lord Maguire. I shall see to it that your faith in me is not misplaced.
So, Adol, while I'm here, I think I'm gonna swing by the Elder Mountains for a bit to visit my old master.
Alright, see you, Dougie.
He's the one who taught me everything I know about fighting, back when I was a kid. If anyone would know the reason for all the monsters showing up around here, he'd be the one. I won't be gone long, though. You should relax and tour the town. It's a really nice place. If you have any questions, you can ask Elena. She said her house was on the outskirts of town, so I'm sure it won't be too tough to find. I'm off for now. See you later, buddy.
See you. Okay, the reason why I like Margot's voice so much is because it feels like it completely recharacterizes her interactions with Dogi. Like without the voice acting, like I would have never read their interaction as like an overbearing mom and like Dogi. But it's like I feel like the voice acting actually really completely transformed their dynamic, and I actually really like that. I'm surprised at how good Margot's voice acting is. Of all the characters to impress me with voice acting so far. Hello, dude. Oh, okay, so only the cutscenes have voice acting. Oh, hey, you're the guy who took the room next door last night, aren't you? You've got some guts, I'll say. Certainly not tourist season in Felghana right now. Name's Antonio. I'm here on business from the Roman Empire. Have you ever heard of a thing called Ravel ore? It's a really high quality rock mineral native to this region, and it's also the reason I'm here. Don't get me wrong, I'm as interested as the next guy in all the old legends and historic landmarks and such. And like anywhere else, Felghana's got a fair share of buried treasure stories. But Ravel ore, that's the real deal. Yeah, if you're wondering, Ravel ore is what we're gonna be using to upgrade our gear. And it's what we're gonna be collecting by fighting monsters and shit. Hello, Joel. I find it kind of funny that this Bishi is like, his name is just Joel. It feels like he could have a much cooler name. You're Adol. Margot told me about you. She says you're a close friend of Dogi's, and an adventurer no less. Well, you certainly picked quite a time to come to Felghana. Plenty of bad tidings these days. Strange weather's been wreaking havoc with our harvest, and monsters have been running around all over the place. Nobody knows what's next, and nobody really wants to know. Count yourself lucky that you're just visiting. Dogi and Chester used to be such good friends, and would always climb the mountain rails at Eldorm together. And every time they did, I'd get stuck tending the shop until they returned. Hi. Thanks to Count McDumbass, I came all the way from Garmon for no damn reason at all. Hello, Gator. Thank you for joining. I just found out that in 2020 they released an English voice patch for the PC version of East Felghana, and I'm having a blast with Margot's voice specifically, but you'll only ever hear it in the cutscenes, unfortunately. Huh? Got something on your mind, Red? You ain't trying to make me stop drinking, are ya? You better not. This bottle's the only friend I got. Ah, what the hell, man? This was supposed to be my big break. Heard I could go right from zero to hero. Good morning. Did you sleep well? I guess Dogi's already gone out, Lord knows where. Still can't ever sit still, that boy, even after all these years. He's grown the muscles of a man, but he's still got the head of a hyperactive little brat. He hasn't gotten you into trouble during your adventures, has he? Dogi was such a rabble-rouser as a kid, always up to no good. When Chester first moved here, the two of them were constantly fighting. They'd beat each other black and blue one minute, then go out to play the next. Lovable little scamps, though. Alright, I can't dash yet. Yeah, Dogi's a pal. He even knows that, like, Elena is gonna be Adol's love interest. Like, he relented immediately. Oh, hello. You're Dogi's friend, right? They said you're a dashing swordsman, but you're even cuter than I expected. I'm sorry we can't meet you with bigger smiles. Not only was the harvest awful this year, but our taxes are up again. I don't know how I'm going to keep food on my family's table at this rate. To top it all off, the lord of the land has ordered the quarry closed indefinitely, so my husband's totally unable to work. It's like our hands are tied here and we're just waiting to starve. I'm sorry we can't meet you with... Oh, right. It's just the same line. Hi.
What do you want with me, stranger?
Oh, she has voice acting? You know, the demons we fight this time are really royalty.
Please just leave me be. You're too young to have gone deaf. Please, just get out of here. Leave me be.
How do they choose who gets voice acting and who doesn't? I don't want to talk to anyone right now. Please get out and stay out. You know, it's so... Why does she get voice acting for that, like, 1-2 lines? Oh yeah, fun thing about this game. You can just open the doors and leave them open without actually going into them. You can just open every door in town and just leave them open. Anyway, it's time to talk to the hot shopkeeper.
Welcome. Well, well, what have we here?
Hi, Cynthia.
Are you a traveler by any chance? That sword looks like it's seen a lot of action. You should have it fixed up.
Wow.
This store deals in weapons and armor, along with a handful of our own specially selected curios. The boss is a bit eccentric, but you'll be hard-pressed to find a better smithy anywhere else in the world. He's choosy about his clientele, though, so don't be offended if he turns you away at first. Just keep at him.
Wow, they really put everything into her voice lines, huh? It's so funny, like, the shopkeeper ladies just have to be hot in this world. Can we buy? All of our armaments were made by our master metalsmith Adonis, the shirtless wonder in the back there. He's not the most cultured man in the world, to put it mildly, but he's the best there is at what he does. She can hammer my sword anytime.
Welcome.
Hi. We can't afford anything, obviously.
Don't be a stranger. Welcome.
Yeah.
Don't be a stranger.
It's pretty much the same, like, stuff as you would find in other Ys games.
What do you want?
Hi.
I'm Adonis. I own this shop, and if my appearance hasn't given it away yet, I'm happy to confirm that yes, I'm a smithy. Huh. From the looks of that sword, you know what you're doing at least. But I make it a rule to refine weapons and armor for people I like, and only people I like. Sorry, but you may as well just head home.
Alright. What, you're still here? Why don't you just go home? Well, I'm kind of, like, really far from home. I don't even know where Adol's from. I just know that he's like an outlander everywhere he goes. How the fuck do you get business, asshole? Ah, hello. You're that swordsman who arrived alongside Dogi, no? The name's Harold. I'm a local merchant. Pretty good one, too. Redmond is known for a local ore called Ravel. I'm one of the best Ravel salesmen there is. Or I was, anyway, until all this mess in the quarry came about. The accident, the monsters, the closure edict. Sure would be nice if this could all get settled soon, so I could start making a living again. Redmond is known for a local... Okay. Yeah, same line. Huh, nobody in this house. Hi. So Dogi came back after hearing all the nasty rumors about Felghana, did he? That's all well and good, but he still up and left us 8 years ago, and I don't forgive and forget so easily. Besides, it's just monsters. In my day, we fought off much bigger beasts using nothing but tree branches, for fun. Mayor Edgar's got the right idea. He's out at the quarry with my son, checking up on some weird monument we unearthed. Not going to let the Count or a few piddly monsters tell him what to do, no sir. We miners are tough. We can take care of ourselves. Count McGuire's just being a damn tyrant trying to close the place. Damn that Dogi, leaving us behind. I always figured he'd make a great miner someday. What a waste. The East 10 happens literally on... God, I can't believe they made an entire game just to put in between games like that. That's kind of funny. Like, they're gonna keep filling out the timeline until, like, there's just 0 breaks in this story. Hi, Anya. Hey, I found Mr. Red. Amazing! Elena told me your hair was super red, like fire, and I didn't believe her, but she was right. You wanna play a game with me, Mr. Adol? Daddy's gone to the quarry and I'm just so bored. You wanna play a game? Oh, I guess I can't start her quest line yet. I'll probably unlock her quest later. It's kind of funny that you can jump over NPCs like that. You can't jump on top of them though, but you can jump over them. The chorus gave us sticks in the rock and we had to share that rock. Ah, nobody's here. Oh right, I forgot. There's secrets hidden around town. I don't know if I can get them yet though. I am gonna tap my controller though. Actually no, I think the secrets don't show up until Anya gives us the quest.
Oh, good morning, Adol.
Hi. Felghana is supposed to be parallel North Germany. Yeah, I think like I've seen like the world map on the wiki, and I think yeah, Felghana is in like North Germany.
Is Dogi not with you today?
Adol explained that Dogi had gone to visit his old master in the Elder Mountains.
The narrator's voice is so funny.
Oh, that's... well, it's not very nice of him, to be honest. He hasn't even shown you around yet. But that's Dogi for you. 8 years ago, he suddenly decided he simply had to go on a journey of self-discovery. To become a man, he said. I wasn't fond of the idea myself, but Chester sternly opposed it. The two of them got into quite a scuffle. They did make up right as Dogi was about to leave, though. To be honest, I have something I need to tell Dogi. Remember yesterday, when I said Chester was out of town?
He became a man, alright?
Well, that's true, but he actually hasn't been back in over 6 months. He left a note for me on the day he vanished. It just said, I won't be back for a while.
Adol is the... Adol? No, Dogi's the the great wall destroyer.
I haven't heard anything from him at all since then. Not a word. I'm not sure how to tell Dogi. After he came all this way... Sorry. I don't mean to dump all my apprehensions on you.
Trauma dumping.
When he gets back, I guess I'll just have to give it to him straight. I'm sure Dogi will take the news well after all he's seen and done with you. As well as he can, anyway.
Actually, if you're wondering, that's why I left town last night. I heard that Chester might be passing through. Of course, it was just a rumor, and I should have known that, but I couldn't bring myself not to go. As a result, you had to come save me, and I made everyone worry. I can be such a child sometimes. I need to grow up. I know I do. Can I talk to your bird? I think that's like a dove, right? Damn, I can't jump high enough to reach the bird. Yeah, Chester is the big bro. The Bishi Knight. Oh wait, is this where we meet the nun? Yes, hi.
Oh, hello. I don't believe we've met.
Hi, nun.
Which means you must be Adol, that friend of Dogi's I've been hearing so much about.
She's my favorite character.
It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance. My name is Nell, and I'm a devotee of the church.
And it's not just because she's a nun.
Is it true that you saved Elena from a pack of wild monsters? Words cannot express how thankful we are for that. I've pledged myself to this church for many a year, and have known the Stoddart children since they were very little. They've always regarded me as a big sister to them. Sister with a small s, that is. And I've always regarded them in kind. Which is why traumatic events like last night's unpleasantness affect me so.
What could Elena have possibly been doing out so late, I wonder? I'm always warning her of the dangers outside of the town's walls. She's well aware of what could happen to her. Perhaps her defiant behavior is related to her brother. I like Nell.
Oh, you must be Adol.
Hello.
It's nice to meet you. I'm Father Jean-Pierre, pastor of this church.
That is such a French-ass name.
Elena's had quite a lot to say about you. I understand you're the one who saved her when she was ambushed by a pack of monsters. For that, I must truly thank you, from the bottom of my heart. I'm certain Elena had her reasons for being out so late. She denied any, of course, claiming it was just a flight of fancy. but I feel there's more to it than that. If I pressure her to tell me things she wishes to hide, though, I can see no good coming of it. But I digress. Please forgive me. This is our very first meeting, and here I am babbling away. May God's blessings be with you in your travels. If anything ever troubles you, always remember, the church's doors are open. Come by any time, day or night.
May God's blessings be with you. Okay, it's just the same line. It's kind of funny thinking about how Felghana is supposed to be northern Germany, because they also mentioned the Roman Empire, and it's like, oh, so I guess in this world, Germany is what it is. Germany is as we know it, but the Roman Empire still exists. Rather than having already been sacked by the Germanic peoples. How would a Holy German Empire... Hi. Hi, Pickards. Like, how would a Holy Roman Empire coexist with a Roman Empire anyways? Well, I guess it kind of does with the Byzantine Empire, but... Anyways.
What?
Hi. Story time.
How many were there?
I'm not sure, but there were definitely a lot. More than I've ever seen before.
Oh, yeah, that's true. The Roman Empire does appear later. Man, that'll be so weird to see. Alright, story time. Why was Ricardo so shook up? What happened to him? Oh shit, I didn't talk to you. Aw, man, this really sucks. Oh my, sounds like some bad news from the quarry. We've already gone through so much. What's next? Destructive winds? It's demons. It's always demons. Ah, figures. I promise vast quantity of Ravel ores to my backers. I show up in the land of Ravel and everything goes to hell. This is terrible. I came out to see what was going on, what with all the shouting and panicking and such. What in the world happened? Hey Adol, I'm afraid our chat about your adventures will have to wait. Something just came up, and I haven't had the foggiest idea what I'm going to do about it.
Who are you?
Hi Ricardo.
Adol introduced himself and asked what was happening.
Monsters started gushing out of one of the deep mine shafts in the Tigre quarry. That's east of here. We only just barely made it out of there alive. But Mayor Edgar is still inside. So Dewey, that's the head miner, asked me to go into town and get some help. Anybody who's willing and able.
Dogi could do this job easily, but he left town a short while ago. Probably too far away to track him down now.
Dogi could absolutely kick everyone's ass.
I can't go myself either, since I'm the only one trained in defensive combat around here. I've got to guard the town. Adol, I hate to ask, but we could really use your strength. Would you put your adventurer's skills to use for us and check out the quarry in my place?
Yes, please. It would mean a great deal to me as well. The mayor, Dewey, and even Paul are in grave danger right now.
Yeah, sure.
Thank you so much for this. I can't even imagine how to repay you.
Gardner must be insanely...
We're in your debt, Adol. Here, I've got a map of Felghana. You might need it.
Yay. Yippee.
You should also make sure you're well prepared, as it sounds like you'll be fighting some monsters in there. Take this, and use it to get your equipment refined.
Hi. Oh, it's just a piece of ore and some money.
Go talk to Adonis, the town's smithy. Tell him I sent you, or he probably won't give you the time of day. He's a stubborn one, but he knows how to pound metal like nobody's business. Your equipment's in good hands with him. I do hate asking you to put your life at risk for us, but we need you right now. Show us what you're made of, adventurer.
Okay. Hi, Adonis.
Oh, it's you again. Doesn't matter how many times you talk to me. I pick and choose my own clientele, and I do not choose you.
Adol relayed Gardner's message.
You serious?
Gardner sent you? Guess that means you'll take good care of my work, if nothing else. Well, if Gardner says you're good news, then you're good news. Gotta do what the old guy asks. I can augment your sword, armor, and shield here. Just hand them over, and I'll make them better. Well, if you got enough Ravel ore for the job, anyway. Monsters often get it stuck in their fur or claws and will drop it when killed. Or sometimes it's just lying around.
Yeah. The narrator relayed Adol relaying Gardner's message. Yeah, no, it's like they should really just tell Adol like who the local demon king is right off the bat, because Adol is just a god slayer.
I'll have to charge you a service fee too, though, or else Cynthia's gonna put up a fuss like you wouldn't believe. And the price varies per piece, as we've got this whole quality chart system in place. Don't ask me, it was her idea. So, what have you got for me? You're part of my clientele now, Adol Kristen, so feel free to come on by anytime you need work done.
In order to effectively tamper your weapons and armor, I'll need a type of rock mineral called Ravel ore. Monsters okay, we already got that. And of course, this should probably go without saying, but please don't forget to equip the stuff you get, okay? All the refinement in the world won't do a bit of good if you run into the fray naked, flailing your arms like an ass. Okay. Hello, Fifi man. Yeah, we're playing as Adol now. Alright. Yeah, I guess we'll upgrade our shit. I gotta be honest, every time I played in the past, I never bother upgrading stuff until I get to the very end. I just save all my ore all the time. But I should probably just make things easier for myself and actually use my ore.
This the one?
Yeah.
Good to go.
Oh right, I forgot, you can upgrade them multiple times. Ah, whatever. I'll just upgrade it once. If you keep following the road to the east, you'll find Tigray Quarry in no time. It's real easy to get to. You'll likely run into some monsters on the way though, so you may want to get your equipment looked at before leaving. I left one of my subordinates, Paul, at the quarry entrance to assist Mayor Edgar or Dewey if they make it out. If you tell him I sent you, he'll let you in. Since Ricardo's back, do you think Daddy will be home soon too? He promised me we'll play lots when he came home. Somebody's gotta help or else they're totally done for. But I can't do anything, I'm just a kid. If monsters start attacking us from the quarry, where do we go? Redmont's pretty well boxed in over here. If only Dogi or Chester were around, those two can handle just about anything. But of course, they're both thick-headed numbskulls who can't sit still for more than 2 seconds. Oh, does Adol drop his shield in later games? That's really weird. Ravel! You got Ravel? Come on, help out a guy here. What are you, a junkie? This guy's just over here huffing Ravel ore. Are you going to the quarry? Seriously? Aw man, please, bring me Ravel. As much as you can carry. I'll buy it all. I can't even begin to tell you how much Count McGuire's order to close the quarry is going to kill me dead. I feel like I came all the way from Rome to fail miserably and die alone. Oh, this guy's Roman. I forgot he's Roman. Monsters in the quarry, oh dear. We've had monsters in there before, but only 1 or 2 every now and then. There's never been a sudden surge of monsters appearing all at once like Ricardo described. I sure hope the mayor and those 2 poor miners will be okay. Mayor Edgar won't allow Redmont to go out like this. I know he won't. He's kept up negotiations with Count McGuire in spite of all the high taxes and forced labors and such. Chester's used to stand with him, but now he's gone and Edgar's all we got left. Without Edgar, we'd be history. Alright, let's go fight. Yay, we're out in the field. I love the look of the water, by the way. Wish we could go swimming. Alright. I forgot how many save files I have. What the hell? I have so many save files. You know, it really is nostalgic. It's been so long since I played this game. It's nice to be out in the field. Ah, thank you for the posture and serve redeem, Manager Bunny. I will adjust my back and rehydrate. Did I ever tell you about how I drink water? Or just any fluids in general? I'm going the wrong way right now because I want to explore. Alright, map of Felghana. Adol always marks his current location as he travels around. Yeah, see? We have the Redmont town to the west, the Tigray quarry to the east, the Ilburn ruins to the north of Tigray, the Elder Mountains in the northwest, and the Wallenstein Castle to the north. And then over to the east, there's the Genos Island. Wow, the Genos Island sure sounds ominous. I wonder what that could be. Who knows what could be at the Genos Island? But yeah, this is the game that introduces the drop system with the where you kill monsters and they drop power-ups and boosts, and you get EXP multipliers as you fight. The same system we see later in East Origin, essentially. This is the way to the Elder Mountains. But as you can see, we need a double jump in order to get there. I don't know how Dogi scaled this. I guess either he climbed with his hands or he double jumped like Adol can't right now. Oh yeah, I forgot. You go faster if you do the jump slash. That's kind of a funny quirk of physics. He punches the air. It's like how in some games, with platforming elements, you can go farther if you hit things while jumping. That's what Dogi's doing in order to jump higher and farther. He's just punching the air. Oh yeah, I forgot. I was in the middle of talking about the way I drink stuff and then I got distracted. Like, the way I drink things is I take a big gulp and just keep it all in my mouth. And then I close my mouth and my cheeks bulge out and then I swallow it all in one gulp. I mentioned this because when I notice other people drinking, I realize that's not how other people drink stuff. And that I'm kind of weird for doing that. Oh yeah, this is a dock we came from. Yeah, Dogi is the guy who invaded. Oh, money! Hi, boat. Hi, boat. Yeah, no, Dogi, like... Yeah, no, you're right. He is able to just get anywhere he wants, basically. He can probably just climb a mountain with his hands. Yay, Wallenstein Castle. Hi, gate guard. Hey, you. You got business here? If not, I think it'd be best for you to leave. Or are you applying to be a knight? I mean, you sure don't look the part, but stranger men than you have tried. No? That's what I figured. You're lost, really. The Lord's here been recruiting lots of soldiers lately, and it's real easy work with great benefits. We're supposed to let him know whenever any applicants come by, though like I said, we get some real odd ones. The other day, this mercenary guy from the town came by, totally drunk off his ass. I mean, what was he thinking? He absolutely reeked of booze, so he had no chance in hell. I turned him away on the spot. It's easy work, buddy? You sure about that? Oh yeah, I forgot, we have a bestiary. Guff, a creature which roams the roads of Felghana. Once a mere feral dog, the ongoing disaster has made it vicious, always hunts in a pack. And Riez, a wildflower that grows along the roads. Its origins are unknown, but it attacks humans that get too close. Approaching is not recommended. I forgot, we're not playing New Game Plus, which means we'll have to unlock everything again, which has its own sense of excitement attached to it, I think. Because playing New Game Plus in East Origin was kind of funny, because I could just afford every upgrade I need. Well, I could afford all the upgrades that mattered right from the start. But now I'll actually have to collect stuff like ore and shit. I remember this was actually the first East game I ever played that was in 3D, and it was mind-blowing at the time when I first played it that you can jump in this game. That was legitimately mind-blowing because prior to this game, I've only ever played East 1 and 2. So I remember when this game came out and my siblings got it and we were playing it and we were just like, oh my god, you can jump in this game? It was legit mind-blowing. Oh yeah, there's another path over here. Ow. If you're wondering why I'm going to, yeah, no, the original third one was just a side-scroller, and Adol also talked in that one, rather than being a silent protag. I think it's a shame that they removed the Adol's dialogues. If you're wondering why I'm going around to all these different locations, the gate is shut and locked and absolutely impassable without the proper key. It's because I'm just trying to tag all these save points. If I tag the save points, I can once I unlock teleport, I can get around much easier. Wait, Adol talks in the later games? What? Are you serious? He stops being a silent protag? Oh my god. Talk about innovation in the video game. A protagonist that can talk. Imagine that. Honestly, I do think the original East 3 had some really interesting character development for Adol, so I think it's a shame that they actually removed the dialogue. Because it means that as a silent protagonist, he doesn't get any of that character development. Oh, he just doesn't talk very much. Oh, as long as he talks in the important parts. Oh, it's okay, it's that kind of stuff. I see. Yay. Now we're at the mines. Hi, Paul. He has a VA? Yuki Kaiji. Oh wait, I think I heard about that.
Sorry, I thought you were a monster. But if you're not a monster, then who are you? And what are you doing here?
Adol gave his name and explained that he had come at Ricardo's behest.
Oh, so you're the guy Ricardo got, huh? I don't know where he found you, but you sure do look the part. Okay, thank you. You're a lifesaver, you know that? The mayor's still down in the tunnel as far as I can see. The boss has been searching around the entrance, mainly, but I guess the mayor got himself stuck farther in. But the last time the boss checked in was a while ago. Hasn't come back for so long. I'm starting to get worried. I sure hope the monsters haven't eaten those too. Still gives me chills just thinking about it. Anyway, I really appreciate you coming. Please find Mayor Edgar and old Dewey and bring them out. Alive if you can.
Oh my god, this guy's voice acting. He sounds like a YouTuber. Ricardo told me to stay on guard at the entrance until he gets back, but I'm so scared here all by myself. I hope Dewey finds Mayor Edgar soon so I can get back to the inn and eat a nice big dinner. He sounds like a voice. He sounds like a YouTuber voiced him. Oh hell yeah! Our first dungeon. In East 8, he has an attack where he yells Murada and you can spam the attack. That's so funny. Hello, bees. God, Adol with a voice actor. What a novel concept to me. Yay. Not gonna lie, I love the soundtrack in this area. God, the first time I ever entered this area, it was so mind-blowing that an East game had a map with this much of verticality. Like, it was actually mind-blowing the first time we ever played this, all the way back in the 2000s. Oh, Yuki Kaiji also voiced Link. Oh, I guess that makes sense, you know, if you're gonna be the one to voice RPG heroes. God, I love the soundtrack in this area. Okay, that's a place that needs double jump, and I don't have double jump. Ah! I meant to do a forward slash, not a downward slash. Hi, bee. I love how we're just fighting bees and spiders so far. Oh, I guess there's an orc there. Ow. I'm trying to like not go off the map because I want to actually get the kill. Alright, let's take a look at the monster manual. Pickmole, a type of bee that's grown large and aggressive. Due to its weight, it can only fly at low altitudes. Gulms, an arachnid which waits on the ceiling for prey to pass below, then attacks with threads of poisonous silk. Rattle, a goblin most often seen wielding a club, which it swings with intense force. Once its target's been chosen, a chase to the death commences. Man, the most generic RPG monsters for mines. The door is locked up tight and solid as a rock. You definitely won't be able to get through without the proper key. Oh, hi guys. Yay, yippee. Man, none of these guys have been dropping ore at all. But that makes sense. Ore is not something they just drop. Later monsters will actually start dropping ore. The door is locked up tight. Oh, another locked door. There's so many locked doors. I forgot how many places are locked up behind the door. If you're wondering why there's a random like platform here, it's because you can actually fall down from higher places down to here. That's another thing that blew my mind when I first played East Felghana, was the fact that there were maps where you can fall off one area and appear in another. Like, that was fucking mind-blowing back, like, when I first played it. Like, oh my god, there's maps where you can fall off? Yay, or... I like how you can hit the treasure chest. Oh yeah, if you're wondering. Yeah! We need double jump to get there, so... But yeah, this is where that giant pit leads down to. Again, it's one of those things that fucking blew my mind when I first played this game back in the 2000s. Nowadays, though, it seems like totally mundane because, like, lots of games have mechanics like that. Oh yeah, I forgot wind magic. That's also a thing they introduced in this game to add to serve the platforming section of the game. If you're wondering, it functions more or less the same as in East Origin. It just helps you glide. A lot of the magic in East Origin, in fact, is uses the magic system in this game as a prototype, essentially. Like, once we actually unlock magic, you'll see what I mean, because a lot of it will be very familiar. Yeah, no, Adol has essentially the same moves as Unica. I mean, some of it... Okay, the Thunder is a little bit different. Yes, and he also doesn't have the frills. The Thunder is a little bit different, but other than that, yeah, they have essentially the same moveset. Get down here. Chiron, a bat corrupted by evil influences, randomly emits ultrasonic waves as is virtually blind without them. I will say Unica's magic looks a lot more attractive, but that's just because she came later and, ironically, and can afford to have more fancy magic.
Who might you be? And what in the world are you doing here?
Hi, Miner.
Can't say as I've ever seen you around before. You from Valestein Castle? Adol introduced himself and explained that he had come at Ricardo's behest.
Yeah, and Unica is a Banui too.
I see. Well, I'm glad you're here. I'm Dewey, the head miner in this quarry. I came here to look for Mayor Edgar, but this is as far as I got. He's in serious danger here, though. I can't just leave him. Unfortunately, the monsters down there are in a class all their own. Sword attacks just bounce right off them.
We'll see about that.
Unless we can find some way of dealing with them, I don't see how we can possibly get the mayor out safely. Maybe check the storehouse. We found some pretty interesting artifacts a while back. Stored them all in there.
Adol the Half.
Locked up tight, but I've got the key right here.
Oh, the handler. There we go.
Since you're not a miner, though, I'm guessing you have no idea where the storehouse is.
I know where that is. I'm not stupid.
It's on the other side of the open-air strip mining chamber. That big vertical shaft you pass through. There's a room with 2 doors at the bottom. It's the one on the left. Help yourself to anything you find in there. I hate to be so useless, but I guess the rest is up to you. Thanks muchly, adventurer. You're a good man.
What's wrong? Can't find the storehouse? It's okay, I know. Do you pronounce this room like Jerma? Room. I'm glad that's your point of reference, Sampo Booty Smacker, and welcome to the stream. Ah, I didn't mean to leave. Get down here. By the way, he says that there's monsters here that we can't kill yet, and that very much is true. There are monsters here that you have to use fire magic to destroy. This game actually has a lot of interesting mechanics that you don't really see in East Origin, which is the fact that sometimes enemies or even bosses can straight up have magic immunities. Like there are bosses, you'll see what I mean when we actually unlock those. When we actually get to those boss fights, but there's bosses that are straight up immune to like certain types of magic. Okay, these are the bugs. You will only do 1 damage to them, and they hurt like hell, so there's no point to fighting them right now. Every time you hear Jerma, you think you hear your dad. Representation. Yeah, no. East Felghana actually has quite the interesting mechanics that you don't really see in East Origin. Even the way the boss fights are structured are actually very different too. again, I will elucidate on what I mean when we actually get to those boss fights. And in fact, we're actually about to approach one. I just need to actually get back there because I do not have teleport yet. Ow. Yay. Killed. Oh, hi. I didn't mean to talk to you. I was trying to do a jump slash. Because that makes me go faster. Ow. Killed. Man, so many goblins. Such generic monsters. Don't worry, we'll meet more exciting monsters later on. Let's just jump down from here. Whee! I will say the combat in East Origin definitely flows a lot more smoothly than in East Felghana. In East Felghana, after each of your sword attack combos, you have a noticeable delay before you start your next combo. In East Origin, the delay is much shorter, and I think it's because they wanted to streamline the combat to be more smooth. Alright, level 6. I think this is the proper level for this boss fight. And yes, there is a boss fight here. Time to meet my favorite boss. And you'll see why. Well, actually, you won't see why. You won't see why until much later.
My name is Dularn, Shade of the Great Will.
Hello, Dularn.
I would have you show me your abilities, red-haired swordsman. Dance!
Nice voice modulator, by the way.
Spin! Slice!
Ow.
Dance! Spin! Slice!
You look cuter in your other disguise.
Slice! Slice! Spin! Fly! 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 Disperse!
Ow. That actually hurt. Ow.
Spin!
Ow.
Slice!
Man, hitting your shield really hurts.
Spin! Slice!
Ow. Fuck.
You're no threat.
Okay, so... Spin.
Spin!
Ow.
Slice!
Spin is the hardest one for me to dodge, honestly. The timing on those jumps is really weird.
Spin! Slice! Dance! Spin! Fly!
Ow.
Dance! Spin! Fly!
Yeah, I can never... Alright, see you, Gator.
Fly!
Ow.
Spin! Spin!
Oh, fireballs. Fake Toho fan. Oh god. Not a fucking bot. I can't...
You're no threat.
I blame this on the bot. Let me just... Boop. So, one thing that makes the boss fights really different in this game as compared to in East Origin is the fact that in this... You might have noticed, but in this game, the boss fights have a lot more strict damage gates. they don't let you hit them as many times as they do in East Origin. So in East Origin, it's very easy to just blast through the boss's HP. Because the damage gates in that game are very loose, but in this game the damage gates are a lot more strict. So they really force you to learn to dodge the boss's attacks in order to actually be able to beat the boss. Whereas in East Origin, you can kind of just cheese the fights by just killing the boss before they kill you. Like, you didn't really have to learn the boss's patterns quite as strictly as in this game. And that's what makes the boss fights in this game actually harder than the ones in East Origin, honestly. There we go.
Is that the best you have to offer? Still, you have an unmistakable spark in your eyes.
Aw, thank you, Dularn.
We cannot afford interference at this crucial juncture. I must report this at once.
Love you too. Bye-bye. Yay, we got our first magic, the Ignis bracelet. We have fireballs now. We can't charge it up yet though, and our SP regen is slow as balls. Stupid turtle that follows you and the turtle aura touches you, you die in one hit, so you have to run, but you have to limit. That is pretty annoying. Purple turtle. Wow, that sounds really annoying. But yeah, as you can see, Adol's fireball is basically the same as Unica's fire magic. It just looks less cool because it's just a ball instead of a phoenix. And phoenixes are way cooler than balls. So, again, Unica's magic has a lot more frills to it than Adol's does. Ignis bracelet, adorned with a large ruby, grants the ability to shoot massive fireballs. Oh yeah, let's see the monster manual for Dularn. A sorcerer of unknown origin and purpose, his whole body is covered in bandages hiding his true identity. Vanished on defeat, but said he would report this incident. The question is, reported to whom? I love Dularn. We could have just stripped him naked to see it. That's one way to do it. It is kind of funny that in the description they were like, oh, he's hiding his identity, because it's like, oh wow, way to give it off right off the bat that he's not who he says he is. But then again, you're basically not gonna know until later on in the story anyways. God, they dropped so many herbs and I'm not even that hurt. Hi. Oh, I see you found that bracelet we unearthed here a while ago. Not too shabby an artifact, but I don't know, I just get an eerie feeling from it. Seems powerful, scary even. None of us wanted it, so we put it in the storage, but you can use it, I'll bet, against the monsters down below. What are you so afraid of magic for? It's just magic. Afraid of a little power, huh? Oh yeah, and if you're wondering why, actually you're probably not wondering why, but the reason why in East Origin the first magic you get is wind magic, but in East Felghana the first magic you get is fire magic, is literally just because, well, fireballs is just Adol's thing. Fireballs have always been Adol's thing. Also, now that we have fireballs, we can kill these bugs. Mokus. A large beetle with an extremely hard exoskeleton that deflects sword attacks remarkably well, but melts readily when exposed to flame. It's kind of funny though that they give you a fireball, a ranged attack, and then immediately have you use it on an enemy that just charges towards you relentlessly, so you'll be using it at melee range the whole time. I guess except for now. It's a little hard to aim though. Ah! I fell. Did he drop anything? I don't think he dropped anything anyways. Bye, bats. I sound like Harley Quinn when I said that. Hey, bats. Hi. God, I run out of mana so fast. My mana does not recharge very fast. Yay, treasure. Now I can charge up my fireballs. Literally just a big fireball. Nothing too terribly exciting, but it's always nice to be able to charge up your magic. It's fun that way. Get the fuck out of here. Ah, save point. How ominous. Hold on. Before I talk to you, I'm gonna gain a level. Because we're very close to leveling anyways. Yeah, literally one monster away. Alright, I think you guys are gonna like this first major boss. Money! Okay. Hey, dude.
Who are you? And what are you doing in a place like this? Adol introduced himself and explained that he had come to rescue Mayor Edgar. And adventurer? Well, if you're looking for Mayor Edgar, here I am. Adol, was it? Thank you for coming all this way. I was accosted by monsters and managed to lose them here, but hurt my leg quite badly in the process. I was actually just about to hobble my way to the strange old ruins beyond here when you showed up. They're quite peculiar. I peeked my head in earlier, and I must say I've never seen anything like them before. Adol, I'm sorry to impose upon you even further, especially since we've only just met. But would you be willing to examine these ruins in my place? With my injured leg, I fear what might happen to me should any more monsters attack. But we've come all this way. I know it's rude of me to ask, but I'm sure you're just as curious as I am, no? So please, would you do me this favor?
Yeah, sure, whatever. One must wonder why this quarry suddenly became overrun with monsters. They came from everywhere all at once. I suspect it may have something to do with these ancient ruins Dew and his men unearthed a few days ago. And then there's the bridge collapse a few months back. This quarry's just been one disaster after another. I guess he's injured in more than one place. But yeah, you ready for our first boss? I'm sure you'll like the first boss, because I certainly do. Hello. Hi. Big blue succubus. Her attacks are really simple. You just have to be able to dodge them consistently. She literally just throw these discs at you. And you just have to hit her with fireballs because that's the only attack you have that can hit her. Oh yeah, she also summoned these to ow. You do have to aim well in order to actually hit her though. Ow. Ow. I'm trying not to look at Boo. Ow. I got distracted. I was looking at chat. Fun fact, but in the instruction manual that came with the game, the art of her actually includes nipples too. Which is quite impressive. But I don't have that instruction manual anymore. First try. Yay, we got the Moonstar statue. First major boss defeated. Even the cave entrance is...
What are you doing here?
Even the cave entrance into that area was very yonic.
You don't listen very well. I believe we handed down a royal edict to close the quarry, did we not?
Hi.
If you'd just done as you were told, you wouldn't have gotten hurt. So spare me the lecture. Just do as Lord McGuire asks.
You... I'd wondered what had become of you, but I'd never imagined. You aren't really working for Count McGuire, are you?
If he's a count, how can he hand down a royal edict?
Oh, but I am. I'm a devoted knight in service of the great Lord McGuire. Therefore, I'll thank you to keep a respectful tone when you address me. Who goes there?
If you're wondering, in the original East 3, Lord McGuire was not a count but a king, so he got seriously demoted in the remake.
You aren't from Redmont. What business have you here?
Adol gave his name and explained the circumstances of his arrival in Felghana.
I like how Redmont's like the only well, I guess it's the closest town, so it makes sense.
A friend of Dogi's? I never thought he'd come back. And certainly not now. No matter. Lord McGuire's orders were explicit regarding the closure of the quarry. If you've come to lead this old man out of here, then I suggest you do so immediately.
Wait! What about Elena? Or do you even care that she's been worried sick about you? She doesn't even know if you're alive or dead.
I've grown weary of playing nursemaid.
Why is your voice so quiet compared to the music?
She's 17. She's old enough to cope without her big brother. You should tell her to forget about me. Hell, coming from you, she might even do it. But where are my manners? It would seem I've forgotten to introduce myself. I am Chester Stoddart, a high-ranking knight in service of Felghana's lord. His Grace, Count McGuire. Adol, was it? As an adventurer, I know you may be tempted, but I'd advise you not to get involved in our politics.
He's a soft voice, he's soft-spoken.
That is, of course, unless you are eager to die.
Bye, Chester.
Count McGuire is the Lord of Felghana, though he's not native to this land. He's actually from Rome.
Oh, okay, so a Roman count is ruling over northern Germany, I see. He's so cunty. He is.
From the moment he took power here,
he levied exorbitantly high taxes and pressured us into forced labor. Then, a few days ago, he ordered us to shut down Tigray Quarry, the town's primary source of income. Naturally, we refused, since he gave us absolutely no reason. And that's about when you showed up. To think that Chester would willingly serve a man like that. What could possibly be running through his head?
We have to eat him, he's rich.
He left his little sister behind too, and she hasn't heard a word from him in months. Honestly, I have a hard time believing it. Even now, knowing what I know, I keep thinking it can't be true.
Don't worry though, Cal McGuire's is gonna get his dues.
And what am I supposed to do? Just tell Eleanor to try and forget about him? I couldn't possibly agree to that. I'd never be so callous.
No.
Hey, Elena.
Eleanor?
Yeah, no, they added voice acting in 2020, and this game came out in like 2005 or something. Well, apparently the English voice acting came from one of the console ports, so the voice acting has been there for a while, it just wasn't on the PC. And I guess they just decided to put it on the PC in 2020.
How long have you been listening?
I heard you made it home from the quarry, and that you were hurt. So I thought I'd stop by to check on you, and I overheard your whole conversation. I'm sorry.
Eleanor!
Bye.
It's good to know Chester's all right at least. But that's little consolation right now. Ever since they were orphaned 12 years ago, those two have really watched out for one another.
His chin is really defined.
Up until about 3 years ago, they lived at my house, and I'd always put Chester in charge whenever I was away.
Until 3 years ago. So Elena was like 14 years old at the time?
I figured it would teach him to be a responsible young man. Though, honestly, I never did get the hang of raising him.
Yes, I'm just that talented at voice acting.
Adol, could I persuade you to look in on Elena for me? Right now, I think she might find it easier to open up to an impartial third party.
Alright, man. It just bothers me that you had to fight such a huge creature, to say nothing of it having that evil-looking statue in its possession. I have to wonder if the statue may have been what McGuire was after when he shut down the quarry. Oh yeah, we have the statue now. A statue found in Tigray Quarry houses power beyond human comprehension. We now have the succubus statue. Yippee. Yeah, hold on, let me adjust the... I don't know, I have the BGM down, but it still drowns out the voices. They really did not balance out the volume. I don't know how we would have ever managed without you, Adol. Mayor Edgar's the only thing standing between us and McGuire's oppressive tyranny, and without you, he'd be gone. The quarry's closure will hit us like a ton of bricks, but we'll manage. As long as we have Mayor Edgar, we'll survive. Been lots of bad things happening at the quarry lately. Not too long ago, one of the wooden bridges we built in there came tumbling down. One of our apprentice miners died in that one. Bob was his name. I can't even bear to think about it, or I might start crying again. As I'm sure you've noticed, the quarry's basically nothing but a huge monster nest at the moment. We could deal with McGuire breathing down our necks, but the monsters pose a real threat. So as much as we hate to do it, we're actually going to have to shut down the mining operation for however long we need to. Paul got lip fillers. Hi.
Shutting down the quarry is completely absurd. That quarry is the lifeblood of this town. Our work there has been a source of pride for generations of miners. Why the hell is Dewey allowing this to go through? Why isn't he fighting it? I just realized I've been ranting to a complete stranger. Wait, aren't you that swordsman who rescued my son? Sorry, I've just been thinking about the situation in the quarry a lot lately. Every time it makes my blood boil. Ever since they closed it, the Countsmen have been seen going in and out like they own the place. It's aggravating. That quarry is far too important to this town and everyone in it for us to just look the other way. At any rate, I hear you wiped out all the monsters down there.
Not exactly.
Even the big ones that nested in the deepest mines.
They respawn.
Even if you're not from Redmont, you're a true friend to this town. Here, I've got something for you.
Oh, thank you. Oh, it's just a bunch of ore.
I hope my son grows a spine like yours one of these days.
Before all this happens, the whole town would be a Twitter whenever a new vein was struck. Merchants left and right. It's no exaggeration to say that we miners keep this town alive. We're its lifeblood, to be sure. Take our quarry from us and you take everything that makes us who we are. Thank you for the ore, man. It's so funny. Why is it that all the best voice acting comes from like the minor NPCs and not like... I feel like the minor NPCs have like way more expression in their voices than the main characters do. Yeah, he just gave us rocks. I mean, it's valuable rocks, but the mayor's always had our backs, but I'm not sure he can do anything more for us right now. Now that the mine's a monster nest. Though honestly, I can deal with monsters. Part of me wishes the Count would just rescind his edict. And lower our taxes too, because monsters or no, we can't resume mining soon. We're financially done for. We may have to look into other means of supporting the town. How about banditry? You want to become bandits? Banditry is always exciting. Hi, kid. I guess I was wrong about you, mister. You really saved the mayor? Man, you must be super duper strong. He's not here right now, but Chester was super duper strong like that too. You gotta tell me how you beat the monsters. Promise me you'll tell me, Mr. Adol. Why should I have to play hide and seek with Anya? I'm practically a grown-up already. I tend pickcards and fight evil with their cuteness. I have no time for games. Yay, pickcards. I'm kinda hungry. Oh god, but it's so late right now and I shouldn't eat when it's this late. Oh, hi Sister Nell. I'm very worried. If only I had tried to put a little harder to stop Father Pierre. It's good to see you again. Ah, right. Father Pierre's gone. We're gonna have to go chase him down. But first, let's talk to Elena.
Chester. Adol. I'm sorry. I've just got a lot on my mind. My brother gave me this pendant. He left it here in a letter for me. On the day he vanished. I guess it makes me feel closer to him when I wear it. But in reality, it was closer than I ever realized all this time. I'm so sorry, Adol. So many horrible rumors have been going around about my brother. And then, to hear the man who raised me confirm them all, I just want to know what's happening and why. He must have a reason, right? Maybe I'm being selfish. I should just be grateful he's alive. In a way, it's like a weight I've been carrying for the last 6 months has been lifted from me. I may not know what's going through his mind just yet, but I do know that if I could talk to him, just talk to him, then things might go back to normal. So, don't worry about me. I'll be okay. But thank you for your concern, Adol. I really do appreciate it.
Yeah, no, I mean, I have no idea what the voice direction is, but, I mean, there's also a possibility that the minor NPCs have a lot less stakes if they just, like, make the voices over the top, so they just go wild with the side character voices. Whereas with the main character voices, they try to take it a lot more seriously, which means a lot less dramatic voice direction. And yeah, this game happens after East 2. Right now, Adol is just adventuring with Dogi, and that's it. So, what Father Pierre said was true. He mentioned he had caught sight of a man who looked like my brother in front of the ruins to the northeast. That's where I was heading when you found me. I went to see if I could catch sight of him myself. Why would he want to go to such a ghastly place, though? Can I talk to your pigeon, please? Or dove? It's a shame I can't get up there. I want to see the dove. She's a chicken. I'm pretty sure that's a dove.
What to do? What to do?
Oh, hey, Antonio, you got voice acting now.
With the quarry closed, I'll never get my hands on any Ravel ore. My investors will all drop me, and I'll be ruined. I don't look forward to the mountains of debt that await me when I get back to Rum. Failure. Thy name is Antonio. But wait! You're the type that people randomly send on quests, aren't you? Please, sir, sell me some Ravel ore. If you can find me just enough to keep my backers from breaking my kneecaps, I'll buy it from you at top gold. What do you think? An irresistible offer, no? I swear, I'll pay handsomely. You have to spend money to make money, after all. Just 10 pieces. 10 pieces of Ravel.
Yeah, sure, I can give you 10. I'm not gonna upgrade on my current gear anyways. According to Miss Cynthia, Felghana is a land with a long and varied past full of lost religions and ancient societies. When I hear that, I hear treasure. For example, there's supposedly a charm that can protect the skin from even lava. Like, you could wear it and go swimming in lava and not die. Oh, if I were to sell that to a noble, I'd make a fortune. Antonio? Yeah, no, we can just sell him more. Oh, hey, looks like you've stumbled upon some Ravel ore. You'd be willing to sell me 10 chunks of it for 500 gold? Yeah, sure. Alright, the deal is done. Here's your 500 gold. If you get any more spare Ravel ore in the future, you know where I'll be. Next up, let's see if you can find me... How about 50 chunks of Ravel? What do you say? You know, it's like all the NPCs have the best voice acting. It's ridiculous. It's really funny that the NPCs have just the best voice actings. God, I wish I could go into bubbly lava. Don't worry. That's foreshadowing of what we get to do in this game. We can't play outside town, so me and Hugo are playing hide and seek. He's it, and I thought this would be a real good hiding place. But I'm a little scared because look, you can see something shiny at the bottom. What is that? It could be a shiny monster, or maybe it's treasure. Arr! But it could be sharp treasure. Ow. Adol pulled up the shiny object from the bottom of the well. It's 3 pieces of ore.
So what was it?
Hi.
I want to see. Show me. Show me.
Adol informed her that it was only Ravel ore.
Aw, boo. I was hoping it'd be diamonds or something. But thanks for showing me anyway. Most people would have just told me not to bother them. Chester was always real nice to me, too. I'd always be up in his business, and he never once scolded me for it. He'd always play with me and Elena, and he even took us on walks outside the town sometimes. And he taught me how to fish, too. You'd think it'd be boring, but it's not. It's actually real fun. He's not here anymore, though. He went someplace far away. Sometimes, I feel like he's never gonna come back.
You know, it's like all the NPCs have the best voice acting. You went to the quarry, didn't you? That bridge. Did you see the collapsed bridge? Oh god, never mind. Just pretend I didn't say anything. Yeah, no, it's like I said, the NPCs have literally the best voices. They're so lively.
You actually went into the mines? The scary monster-infested mines? All by yourself? Just to rescue our mayor? It's like you're some kind of mythical hero from a storybook.
Thanks, I just kill gods.
Your name is Adol, right? I hear you're one of those sword-wielding adventurer types who go around saving the world.
You wouldn't Yep.
Dogi certainly has good taste in best friends, it seems. He's always spouting nonsense and playing practical jokes on people. I just don't know what to do with him.
I can't imagine the kind of jokes Dogi would play. Like what, does he like drop a ton of bricks on someone's doorsteps or something? Hi. You know, I left a wife and son behind in Garmon. I wonder how they're doing these days. If you can get work as a knight, you're in for an easy ride. Life becomes like a never-ending party. My wife was dead set against the whole idea, but I did it anyway. And what do you know, she was right, as always. The townsfolk has never liked the Count much, even from the outset. He's levied ridiculously high taxes and even taken people from town to help build his castle. Rumor has it he also hired a lot of mercenaries to do his bidding, knighting them on the spot as a lure. I think even most Roman politicians would disapprove of his tactics. Man, what is the relation between Felghana and Rome anyways? Like, are they a vassal state? Are they independent? Are they like a satellite state? Thank you so much, Adol. You've done us all a great favor by bringing our men back safe and sound. Is it true you took down a giant monster in there? Everyone in town's been talking about the new red-headed hero who showed up out of the blue to save the day. I can honestly say I'm proud to have you staying under my roof. Oh, right. Same dialogue. No one in here. God, Adol jumps high as fuck. Hi. Oh my. Adol, might I see that bracelet you've got there? I consider myself something of an expert when it comes to old jewelry and knickknacks. Adol passed the bracelet to Cynthia. I knew it. This is no ordinary bracelet. It's an ancient artifact with innate elemental energy trapped inside. Did you fit this little gemstone inside it by yourself? You've got good sense. Gemstones like these help increase the bracelet's power by magnifying its energy. Anyway, thanks for letting me feel up your jewelry. You really stumbled on something special. Take good care of it. The local legends around here all speak of artifacts with spiritual energy sealed away inside them. Most people just dismiss it as fairy tale fodder, but maybe such things really are out there, waiting to be found. I don't need to... Actually, I do need to buy new stuff.
Welcome.
I could always use a new sword. Or should I buy a no, I can't afford a shield. Long sword, here we go.
That's the one you want? Thank you.
A long-bladed steel sword favored by many swordsmen. We should also get the chainmail too.
That's the one you want? Thank you.
Chainmail reinforced with metal plates. Very well made.
Don't be a stranger.
Alright. Gear upgrade. So, not bad, Adol Kristen. Taking on all those monsters at once. Not bad at all. You must have some pretty serious training under your belt, or experience at the very least. I'm tempted to say you're just pulling my leg, but you don't strike me as the lying type. You're pretty damn young to be so good at swordsmanship. How'd you manage it? Adol's just a freak of nature, man. He kills gods for fun. Oh, wait, I forgot to talk to you, Gardener. Hey Adol, good going getting everybody home safe and sound. I don't know how you did it, but you really saved the day. Though it seems we have another missing person now. Father Pierre left town a while ago and has yet to return. I need to stop letting people talk me into letting them outside. Father Pierre said he had something he needed to check on. I still don't think he should have gone out on his own though. To the northeast is a place we call the Ilburn Ruins. A weird name, I know. It's apparently been there for centuries and nobody knows why it was built. Piques your curiosity, no? It's off limits to anyone not affiliated with the church though, unfortunately. Why would the church have access to pagan ruins? What are they doing there? Well, anyways. Oh, don't worry. Gardner has the voice lines, just not in that. He only has voice lines in important cutscenes. And yeah, no, the BGM here in the field is really good. Well, here's our second dungeon. Never mind, it's locked. I thought Father Pierre came here. Am I not supposed to be here? Do I have to talk to Sister? Oh, right, that's the hint. It's off the limits to anyone who's not affiliated with the church. Let's go see if Sister Nell has the key. Yeah, Sister Nell should have the key. God, I can't wait until I can dash. Hey, Sister Nell, where are you? Give me the key. Sister? Ah, here you are.
This has become quite serious indeed.
Hello, Bishop.
Why would Father Pierre go to such a place?
Please, forgive me. I should have tried harder to stop him.
Hi. Have you seen Father Pierre by any chance? You haven't? Oh dear, where could he have gone?
My, such blazing red hair. You must be Adol. I've heard murmurings about you amongst the townsfolk. My name is Nicholas. I am head of the Felghana diocese.
Hello, Bishop.
I was also the town's priest until 3 years ago. Now I serve at the castle, while Father Pierre enlightens the town. I still drop by from time to time, though. Old habits do die hard, as they say. I fear, however, that my visit today may be a bit less transient than usual on account of Father Pierre's absence. Are you familiar with the Ilburn's ruins to the northeast of here? They are the remnants of a temple used by practitioners of a pagan religion from a long-lost era. It would seem that Father Pierre has taken it upon himself to visit that temple for purposes unknown.
It's unsafe in every regard. There's a dormant volcano behind it which has recently become active anew.
Wow, that's ominous.
And popular rumor suggests the place is infested with monsters of all shapes and sizes.
All the more reason for concern. One cannot help but fear the worst. Adol. Adol Christian. They say you're the one who rescued Mayor Edgar from the quarry. Is this true?
Yeah.
Given your considerable skill, might I humbly request you undertake another such mission to find Father Pierre?
Just waiting for you to ask.
Such selfless courage. On behalf of the church, you have my deepest gratitude. I believe you will be needing this.
Ah, thank you. Finally, I can go to the next dungeon.
The Ilburn's ruins are just off the road, to the northeast of here. This key opens the access gate. Please, do whatever you can to ensure the safety of Father Pierre. May God be with you. Fight well, adventurer.
Thank you. The Ilburn ruins are easy to find. Simply exit town and follow the road to the northeast. They are old though, and as Sister Nell said, many dangers may await you there. I do not make this request lightly. Please make certain you are prepared for the journey ahead before you set out. I've heard many unsavory rumors about the Ilburn's ruins. Even we members of the clergy rarely ever set foot within that accursed place. Why, in the name of all that is holy, would Father Pierre see fit to go there? What could he possibly be looking for? Why would the church even have like the access? Well, I guess, you know what? It's probably the church that built that access gate in the first place. They probably deliberately locked up the place just so people can't go there. For pagan purposes. It is kind of funny though, like going from the first two games to this game, And like in the first 2 games, you're in Asteria with Ys, where it's like people worship the 2 goddesses that lived amongst them. And then we come to Felghana, and then there's just people who are like just Christians. Like these people are just straight up Christians. Like how do you negotiate that? Like over in Asteria, aka oh hell yeah, I love the BGM here. Hello, Owl. But yeah, it's like, how do you even negotiate having just like a Christian church here in this world where like goddesses just live amongst people? That's always such a funny thing in fantasy settings. Hi, Wolf. Oh yeah, those flaming monsters. None fetish conquers all. That's the real reason they even have a church. Oh yeah, these flaming skulls are immune to fire magic, so you can't blast them. None fetish. God, I love the BGM here. Stop flying around, let me hit you. Fuck. I can't wait until I get wind magic. Air units will be so much easier to kill once I have wind magic. Oh yeah, fun fact about these wolves and their whips. Their whips can actually destroy fireballs. So if you shoot fireballs at them, they will actually use their whips to smack it out of the air. Ow. Yeah, see? They'll literally use their whips to smack your fireballs. Ow. Oh yeah, these guys blow up when they die. So you do not want to be around them when they die. Ow. But yeah, no, it's like the religion in Asteria and Ys would technically count as pagan because they're not Christian. Phasal, a type of owl commonly found outside the ruins, has become active in the daytime, swooping to attack its prey with razor-sharp talons. Seagull, member of a wolf tribe skilled in whip combat and tactical maneuvers, seems to share his genus with Guffs, but strongly denies any relation. They deny any relations to the feral dogs we just fought like out in the fields. Eager, a flying head brought back from the underworld, completely immune to fire. When defeated, its body detonates with concussive force. Adol actually interviewed them. Cian, a relatively weak sorcerer, teleports to confuse foes, then fires bolts of magical energy, most vulnerable right after reappearing. Alright. Ah! We can't actually go to the platform up above yet. We need another thing there that we don't have. Ah, jeez, not these crabs. These crabs require some strategy to defeating because they are only vulnerable when attacked from above. If you try to hit them from the front, you will not do any damage. Gulg, a land crab with large scissor-like pincers, can only be struck from behind or above. Its meat is a delicacy, but few live to sample it. I fucking love it when they mention that a monster actually tastes really good to eat. It's so funny. Ow. Man, the regular enemies in this game are actually pretty freaking deadly. I'm actually about to die right now. And we don't have a way to teleport out either. Oh, healing. Yeah, it's not like in East Origin where if you're in danger, you can just teleport out. You don't unlock the ability to teleport until later. Ah, small shield. Yippee. A sturdy steel shield limited only by its diminutive size. Oh yeah, one thing cool about this game is that as you unlock armor sets, your sprite actually changes. Like look, Adol's wearing his green armor and sword now. It's such a cool little feature of this game, where your sprite will actually change as you upgrade your gear. It's really nice. It's a feature I wish that wasn't present in East Origin, but is unfortunately not. Hi guys. Hi frogs. $12 pieces of ore. These frogs I think are also immune to fire. Yeah, they're immune to fire. Lots of monsters that are immune to stuff in this game. Barrel, a cycloptic monster from the underworld, pounces mercilessly on its prey, but because its vision is limited, it's easy to take by surprise. I love the fact that there's a bunch of monsters here that are just from the underworld. Like, they just casually mention the fact that, yeah, these are demons from hell. Which exists. Like, there's just a bunch of demons from hell that are in this pagan ruins. Don't worry about it. Ow. Hold on, there's a treasure chest. 6 pieces of ore, let's go. Ah. Ow, Jesus, fuck you. Ah, new enemies. Oh, Jesus, they hurt. Oh, we got a Cathol elixir, though. Water taken from a holy spring in the Elder Mountains permanently raises max HP. Let's fucking go. Okay, I'm actually gonna use boost here. Because okay, I just leveled up. That's fine, too. I guess I didn't need to use boost that bad. Jesus, fuck you guys. If you're wondering why I don't jump much when around these frogs, it's because if you jump near these frogs, they will snipe you out of the air. There we go. Caesarian, a high-ranking sorcerer that attacks by firing 3 blasts of energy in a scattered pattern. Looks down on Cians as inferior mages. I love hearing about all these inter-demon dramas. Ow. Ow. Ow, Jesus, fuck off. It's kind of ironic that out of all the enemies here, the mages are the ones that are actually vulnerable to fire magic. Ow! More ore. Let's go. I gotta say though, this place is very pretty. Like, look at these murals. Reminds me of a Yumeniki. But yeah, one thing that's very different about East Felghana as compared to East Origin is that while in East Origin, you're encouraged to just use whatever magic you want all the time. In East Felghana, they really don't let you use your magic whenever you want. They create so many enemies that are just straight up immune to your magic. They create so many situations where you have to use your normal attacks to actually fight the enemies. Either by creating enemies that are completely immune to your magic, or just by creating enemies that like have ways of responding to your magic to prevent you from damaging them with it. And honestly, that makes East Felghana like way harder than East Origin, because in East Origin you can just blast through enemies with magic, but you really can't do that in this game. Oh yeah. Huh, that sure looks like something we have to use a later magic to unlock. Ow. Jesus. Every time we encounter a new enemy, they hurt like hell. Ow. The enemies don't drop healing items as much as they do in East Origin either. God, I forgot these fire frogs are immune to fireballs. The reason why they put so many fire frogs near these mages is because the best way to dodge their magic bolts is to jump up. And the frogs are specifically meant to punish jumping. Yay. Deagle, a higher rank of Seagull, agile and extremely skilled with the whip, but terrible at melee combat. Never bites despite his sharp fangs. Let's go. Right on top of me, huh, buddy? Oh, huh. Oh, okay, we can just jump up here for money. I thought it was gonna be another double jump thing, but no, we just have to jump up. Actually, now that I think about it, the way Cynthia described the relics around the area that are imbued with spiritual energy, like ancient relics imbued with spiritual energy, that implies that whatever pagan's religion is going on here, it does in fact give people actual powers. Oh, upgrade to our fireball. So it's kind of like how the goddesses of East do in fact have real power and can make stuff happen, and that their magic from the Black Pearl is all real and stuff. And whatever pagan background, actually no, I know exactly what pagan background there is in this area, and now that I think about the lore, it's actually kind of funny. You won't know what it is until later, but once it happens, it'll be really funny to point out why it's so ironic that this place is marked as having like a pagan background. It's actually remarkably similar to East. It's just that now there's a Christian church here. The boat. Alright, time for a boss fight.
What are you doing here?
Hi.
I could just as easily ask you that same question, Father Pierre. This is not a fit place for the likes of you. If you value your life, I suggest you leave at once.
Chester, you should at least let Elena know what you're doing, and that you're okay. She's been worried sick. She's never stopped looking for you after all this time. Not once has she lost hope.
That's no concern of yours, Father. Keep sticking your nose where it doesn't belong, and it's liable to get cut off. Well, well. Seems these ruins have a little rat problem.
Adol?
Hello, rival.
I warned you not to get involved, but since you seem incapable of following orders, you leave me little choice.
Time for our first rival duel.
Take that!
The Black-Hearted White Knight.
Here we go!
Yeah, once again, bosses in this game have damage gates that prevents you from really just blasting through their HP. Ow.
Take that! Gotcha! Here we go! Take that! Gotcha!
That's so annoying. Yeah, no, they really force you to learn the boss mechanics. It's not like East Origin where you can just accidentally clear a boss way faster than you're supposed to be able to.
Take that! Gotcha! Here we go!
He's even using magic that we don't even have access to yet. Like that shield he has up, we straight up don't even have access to that kind of magic here. And if you're wondering why I'm not using fireballs against him, it's because fireballs all do 1 damage against him. They don't let you use fire to fight him. They don't let you use magic to fight him at all. At least not right now. Ow. Jesus, that took off a huge chunk of my HP, fucker. Ow.
That all you've got?
Yeah, no, the fact that he only takes 1 damage from fireballs means you also just can't cheese it with magic. Ow.
Take the gotcha! Here we go! Take that! Gotcha! Here we go!
Ow.
Take that! Gotcha! Here we go!
I forgot he does that.
Gotcha! Here we go! Ta! Take that! Gotcha! Here we go! Take that! Here we go! Ta! Take that! Gotcha! Here we go! Here we go!
Oh. That was close.
Take that! Gotcha!
If I didn't have my boost on, I would have been dead. One more.
Here we go.
Ah, level up.
So, you're not all talk. You actually have some skill, which means I needn't go easy on you.
Stop this, both of you.
I'd advise you to stand aside, holy man. Let's see what you're made of.
Men, seize them!
Oh, hello, Lord McGuire. Nice of you to make a personal appearance.
Well, if it isn't Lord McGuire, may I ask what brings you to such a place, my lord?
What brings me? Why, I merely thought I might come to worship at the seat of my future power. And what should I find when I get here but my top knight dealing with intruders? So, tell me, who are these people?
The clergyman is Redmont's head priest, and the swordsman with the red hair is the latest adventurer to cross these lands.
Ah, an adventurer, you say? A meddlesome priest is bad enough, but an adventurer simply won't do at all.
This guy's voice acting is good.
I imagine he hopes to get his hands on my statues. No matter, we will dispose of them here.
If that is your will, my lord.
He's so oily. He really is. It's the perfect voice for him.
I know of a place nearby that is most suitable for meting out a man's final judgment. I believe you'll find it quite to your liking.
Will I now? Very well then, take me there at once.
You know, it's like all the side characters have just the best voices.
As you wish.
A precipice high above the lava pits. Oh, wait.
You know that fall ain't gonna kill Adol.
This should make quick work of him. All right, do it.
Adol's fell from higher heights than this.
If you'd simply minded your own business as I ordered, this wouldn't be necessary. But now, your fate is sealed.
Ah. He's a knockoff Tim Curry. Oh, is he riffing on Tim Curry? That's so funny.
How could you? God will never forgive this sinful behavior.
You certainly do like to prattle on, Father. Take him to the dungeon. Chester, you're doing well. I leave the rest in your capable hands.
You honor me, my lord. I shall find the statue here without fail.
But you know, Adol has literally crash landed on East before. He can survive a fall. See? He's fine. Full HP. Not even scratched. Adol's not afraid of any falls. Anyways, we got a new... Oh yeah, I forgot. We have the entry for the succubus too. The Azure... Elfel, the Azure Queen of Death. A blue statue in the depths of the quarry, carved in the shape of a woman. In spite of its beautiful appearance, it attacks Adols with incredible ferocity. Guardian of the Moonstar statue. Chester Stoddart, the black-hearted White Knight. The White Knight from the ruins. His speed and skill with a blade surpasses even Adol's, and his movements are hard to follow. It seems as if he was investigating something. But yeah, it's getting late, and we just arrived at a new area, so we're gonna have to save this new area for next time. The can't be over enunciation is so Tim Curry. That's really amusing, honestly. Man, God, I wish the voices for the side characters were like... I wish the voices for the main character were as good as the voices for the side characters. Because they're so good, Jesus. But yeah, we'll be exploring this volcano next time. I hope you look forward to the next stream. Thank you for watching, everyone. Bye.